Hey y'all, I'm here to do a video about the conversation. It was on the Zeus Network about the Bad Girls Club, and this is part two of my interview. I really thought the part two was a waste of time. It didn't get us nowhere. The girls were so lit that they were like all over the place. Everybody was arguing, over talking each other. Um Rocky is about getting the bag. She don't care who friend she is, who friend she not. She just want the bag. And I'm like, that kind of says a lot about you. I guess the drugs was Shannon's. That wasn't a surprise for me. Shannon seemed high sitting there. I don't know. Who else? Sarah was all about, she did the paperwork. She did this. She did that. And I'm sitting there like, okay, you're just showing us that you were Natalie's flunky. You were doing all the things that Natalie told you to do, and you did them. Period. I mean, okay, you did boss moves or whatever, doing contracts and stuff like that. I mean, I can't even say that was boss moves. That was just business moves. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to. You giving Natalie them checks and giving the girls them checks. That made Natalie so mad. And I got where Natalie was coming from. It to a point. I got where Natalie was coming from, as far as don't act like you were paying us. Like, that was all our money. And the way that Sarah brought it off was like she was paying them. It was like, no, they were being reimbursed for the money that they put in, and that was their money back, owed back. But everybody was over talking everybody that they never got that squared away. Jada irked my nerve. I didn't want to see your flat ass. It wasn't moving. It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't. None of Sarah probably would have been doing that. I would have been like, get it, girl. But you, no. It didn't move. It didn't do anything. Like, what would you, girl? You look, you, all y'all was hot. I don't know. I don't know. Some people was dealing with their drugs better than the other. But it just seemed like a lot of people was high. A lot of people was drunk. A lot of people were being lap dogs. Because Christina was a lap dog. Christina was the lap dog for Natalie. And it was funny because after the situation happened and Natalie kicked her out the room, she looked dumb. She looked dumb trying to like hold on to Natalie. Like, Natalie kicked you out the room and you still went in there, stood over there by her, kind of to get camera time, but you still was looking dumb because you wasn't getting no speaking time. Natalie was not paying you no attention until she needed you to talk with her on live. Um, Natalie proved to y'all this was the Natalie show, whether you like her or not. Like, because everything was Natalie this, Natalie that, and instead of getting to the point, getting to the bag, and getting to the real reason, this whole Jada could not let it go that Natalie wanted me to fight Christina. Okay, you was gonna either fight Christina or you wasn't. Like, what does it matter? If Christina not, well, shit, Christina must was waiting for you to jump, bitch, because Christina wasn't mad that Natalie told you to fight Christina. So maybe she was ready for you to jump so she can get some camera time and you can get some I don't know. It was just dumb. Um, Jada, you gotta be ready to fight. Oh, that happened. I'll rewind that part so many times. That fight. But before I get to that fight, let me go off on you a little bit first, Natalie. Why were you were trying to pick with Shannon? I don't know if because you knew she was intoxicated or what, but you were poking at Shannon. I told y'all last time, Rocky a punk, because that could not have been my friend. That could not have been my friend. That you was all in her face. You was with the rah rah. You was mad Jada was doing it to what you were doing to Shannon. You were poking her. You were, I'm like, and like Shannon said, everybody touched you. Why was it a problem for her to touch her? Why didn't you just switch seats with Christina? Like, you still would have been in the camera. You still would have been heard. Y'all still would have been talking over each other. Like, why did, if it was bothering you so bad, why didn't you move? It was like such a punk move to try to punk this girl that you knew wasn't gonna fight you. Okay, now getting to the fight, her and Jada going at it. She's like, she wanted to fight Jada. You could tell she wanted to fight Jada. And Jada, I don't know if you was ready for what. I don't know if y'all, you thought y'all was gonna look cute, but you must not know Natalie well, cause she's gonna get a moment, and you gave her that moment. I don't know what hit what, but it sounded like a head hit a table, and I rewinded it a lot of times, and I still got the same sound. Natalie was like a big bear over that little bit of dog. It was just, I was like, security, move out the way. This is what Jada wanted. This is the Bad Girls Club. This is the conversation. She is talking to her while she is grabbing her. So they're still talking. I don't know why y'all in the way. Move. We need to see this. That's what the Bad Girls Club is about, the fight part. So let them fight. And let's see who really wins, which we know. I don't give a shit how much y'all don't like Natalie. Natalie would have mopped that girl. Mopped the floor with that girl. And she wasn't ready. But guess what? She was so drunk, it didn't even fade her. It didn't fade her because either she was so high or so drunk or so both, but it didn't fade her because after that she got right back up and she still was on it. I don't know if it was editing, but she was still on it. Natalie got her wig snatched. But let me tell y'all, it's funny when people be like, oh, she got her wig snatched like she was bald headed. I can understand if she had some BBs in the back and she was bald headed, like the girl had hair. Like, so that read of you snatching her hair and you this and that girl, we all wear them, but we got something under them. So you flipping your hair and all that kind of stuff, girl, that wasn't a read for Natalie. That wasn't. Now, I wouldn't have wanted to look like Natalie aftermath either. I'm like, girl, you talking about you this rich bitch and you this and that. You should have had better grip, better glue. Maybe should have called Candace from the Real Housewives of Potomac. But girl, you need to call the girls on Love and Hip Hop at least. I don't know, but your glue person is, your hairstylist should have been fired that night. I don't know if you did it. Maybe you need to fire yourself and go hire some hairstylists. Or maybe you need to fire the hairstylist you had that night. Maybe it was that boy that was mad that didn't get paid. I don't know. But yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Then what made it worse is when Jada threw it in the pool and Natalie went and got it and put that shit back on. I'm like, but you didn't wash that. You didn't have time to wash and condition that. And you put that back on your head, girl, with Rona opera. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That was tacky. That was tacky. You didn't have no scarf. Like, what did you have when you came in? Was your hair like that when you came? Well, girl, you should have had a scarf. Like, your hairstylist should have had a scarf. Oh, no. um her putting her and Sarah and putting who slept with who, I felt was foul on both ends. That's why, Natalie, you were stupid, because if you did cheat on your husband or whatever, you're dumb. If you did, that shouldn't have been between nobody but you and God. Again, this is what happens when you fall out with so-called friends. This is what happened when you fall out with TV friends. Like, that's what happens. Um, all that shit you was putting out on Jada was wrong as hell. All the, she had abortions, and I just thought that was way out of line on both ends. For them to call themselves friends, then you see them in pictures together. I'm like, what kind? I ain't got that type of time. I ain't got that type of time because I will be doing time. That's all I'm saying. That was my review for the conversation, the Bad Girls Club Part 2. Bad Girls Club, Bad Bitch Club, Bad Girls Sorority, whatever they want to market themselves this time. But yeah, did y'all see that Natalie was trying to call Megan? I saw that part. I saw that part. I just thought overall these were the worst. I mean, like not the worst, but I don't see why this was the pick of girls to be representing like a Bad Girls Club reunion, anything, because these were not the most memorable bad girls. So I thought that was a fail. And then maybe if you get a girl that was likable with all the girls, then you can get a good Bad Girls Club reunion. Maybe you do need Tanisha because she's light, but Natalie's not light, so maybe all the good girls that we were our fan favorites don't like her, so they won't work with her. And the girls that's thirsty for a bag will work with her. I don't know, but that's what it seemed like to me. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts about it. I was gonna go live and talk about it, but I'd rather just do it like this and just upload the video and give y'all my thoughts without all the distractions of the comments and stuff like that. So, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.